I'm here with Luke from First Impression. We're here to talk about digital signage. Welcome, Luke.
Thank you.
And we were talking off camera, you were discussing the kind of the evolution of retail digital signage projects. How have you seen that evolve over the years? Is there a lot of technological innovation for you, or is it kind of slower than maybe you would like? I don't know. In that regard.
There's basically a lot of innovation, and it's evolving. And if we take it back a few years, it all started off with technology, and that's if we're on ISE, it's all technology based, and still that's the core and the heart of AV integration. And then we used to see at that period of time that the questions came from technical people, facility managers, ICT managers. Can we have a screen or audio, etc. But are those people actually asking the right questions? Yeah. If you look at what do we want to achieve with those screens and with those basically those solutions we integrate on a retail space.
So integrators are providing digital signage projects based on their communication with clients, but your point is maybe the clients don't know the right questions to ask or aren't asking the right questions because they don't necessarily know what outcome they want. They just know that they want a digital signage system.
I think it's a very fair point because, and it's quite logical because the market of AV integration, if you relate it to the proper side within the company, that is more like the marketing department, but also management in general, either it's CEO or something, or a formula manager, something like that. They will be the ones that have to ask the right questions, but the knowledge they have about this industry isn't that high because it was always on the technical side. Yeah. So how am I going to use all this technology in the right way to basically answer the right question? Yeah. And it's not only depending on what is happening in the physical space. It is actually what is this company doing, and what are you doing online? How does your customer journey? What does it look like? Where are the different touch points in that customer journey with that client? And if you approach it from that side, then you see what you're missing or lacking in the experience that a customer has on that specific retail floor. And then you're going to ask different questions. Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
Viewing that kind of as a sort of non-installer, I always view the digital signage market as quite a difficult one because there are different stakeholders involved. There is a marketing team, there is a business team, there is the kind of CEO or board, all with slightly different aims, outcomes, achievements that they want to get. Does that make it kind of difficult? And also, does that cloud, like you said about not asking the right questions, does that cloud that process that you've got 3 or 4 different types of people kind of chiming in?
And yes, it's more stakeholders. It's always more difficult, but what you see is that it's basically harder to go bottom up than top down. If you have visionary people that, with the help of us as an integrator, and especially for me as a retail strategy director at First Impression, by helping that client to determine what the actual question is, then those people that are in management positions, they know and they can translate it what it will be for the rest of the organization. And then it's always important, of course, to connect in the different phases of a project with the right people that speak the same language. We don't want to have people from IT departments. We want to have them talk together rather than putting some project manager in between. It's not going to help the process.
And the final question, you mentioned earlier on, you feel maybe sometimes the client asks the wrong question. Is there any advice you could maybe give to other system integrators watching this to kind of help them maybe dig out the right question? Is there a way for a system integrator to do that?
I think it's not that easy because you really have to change the business model of your company as an AV integrator. And if you're on the technical side, what can be useful is sometimes if you approach it, it's of course a choice that you make. It's not a choice that I believe in. I think you always have to fly in from the strategy side. What I always say to my clients, I want to see your SWOT analysis because that is going to determine what you are now, what are your challenges, etc., where you're going to be in 3 to 5 years, and that also is going to determine what to do. So if you want to change as an AV company and an AV integrator company, you really have to change the core of your company and do your approach different. Have different people employed. For example, I think I'm probably the only one or one of the very few retail strategy directors in AV integration business on a global level. That's really strange. But on the other hand, it gives us the opportunity to talk on another level with clients and really to zoom in on those strategic topics that are happening on board level. Because in the end, that's where the decisions are made to do big rollouts and implementations.
Fantastic. Loek, always great to talk to you and pick your brain. Many thanks for that. I really enjoyed that. And take care of yourself. And many thanks for joining us for this latest video. Please check out the website. There's plenty more from ISE 2023 to check out. See you soon. Bye-bye.